One of the issues the launch of NASCAR 21 has highlighted is how timid a lot of content creators have become. Now, this has been a problem in sim racing for quite a while, but NASCAR 21 Ignition has put it on full display. NASCAR 21 Ignition is very obviously not ready for release. The game does not have car setups. The game does not have stage racing. This would be like if Madden shipped without 4 quarters. The game does not have custom lobbies. There's no fuel gauge or tire wear readout on the heads-up display. There's no rear view mirror. There's no track map. You can't use your custom paint booth car in career mode, you know, something you could do 20 years ago. The game routinely falls apart on people in really crazy ways without them even trying. Very few people's content has actually addressed this directly. Would you guess that this game is in a completely broken state based on these video titles and thumbnails? Of course not. What you instead see is a lot of streamers dancing around the issues, saying things like, "I've given the developers feedback," and "I hope they get that issue I ran into fixed." They also use very timid terms such as, "This game has potential," "This seems to be a solid base." It's almost like they're scared to openly criticize it.
That is something that has to be patched in, and that's going to be a theme a lot that you're going to hear me say, is this has to be patched in, this has to be patched in.
I'm waiting until day one. Let's see what they have to say in return.
And they do still have like 9 days, I think, until the game is officially released, so I'm sure they can make some tweaks and edits in the coming days.
These guys don't have to be acting like this. It would be very, very easy to film a 3-minute video and say the following. 1, this game is not ready for release. 2, here's a list of features that are missing. 3, here's a list of weird crashes and bugs I've run into. 4, I cannot film a basic gameplay video and entertain my audience without running into show-stopping bugs every couple of minutes. 5, I do not recommend you buy this, and I encourage you to cancel your pre-orders. And lastly, 6, this is very uncomfortable for me as I was asked to show the game in a positive light, and it's just not possible for me to do that. This takes very little effort, it doesn't mislead your audience, and it puts a developer on notice that they can't get away with bad business practices. The more you put up with this and downplay broken products, the more they'll just keep doing it. So the big question that comes up as a content creator is, will you get in trouble for doing this? The answer is no. Full stop. If you can present that, hey, the game is bugging the fuck out, it is crashing on you a lot, you're not defaming them. That's not how defamation works. Now, if by chance you get some sort of angry email with thinly veiled legal threats, screenshot that shit and post it online. The community will back you up, and the bad publicity the company is going to receive from other content creators and sites covering this, because they will and they have in the past, will make them back off. This applies for all games in this hobby. If you don't like a new iRacing car, you can say that. You can tell people not to buy it, and you can say why you think people should hold off on it. If a patch for a sim comes out and it breaks a bunch of shit, you can be blunt and say that. Nothing bad is going to happen if you do this. So why are you acting like it is? Content creation is a really big deal nowadays. It helps a lot of people decide whether they want to buy a game or a piece of DLC. You do not have to run damage control for companies you don't work with and you're not affiliated with, and you're allowed to address these issues head on.